it's just a lot of work. To make sure all actors are hooked up. And anyway, so the first hero is a Zergling hero. If you get the Zergling hero, you actually get 2 Zergling heroes. The Zergling heroes require half the experience to level. If they buy items, they get like a 50% discount. They're not very strong. So basically the idea behind the Zergling hero is they're not very strong, but you get 2. So it hopefully balances out. There weren't really any, not many, I don't think Dota really had any heroes that we got to. They had Meepo, but that was, I guess they had Meepo. Anyway, the Zergling, each Zergling has, has abilities, has an ability called Consume. This allows Zergling to consume allied Zerglings and gain health. So if your Zergling is damaged, you can just use times, and so it can help your Zergling stay in the fight a bit longer. The Zergling has Adrenal Glands, which increases its attack speed, has a Metabolic Boost, which increases the Zergling's movement speed. If you notice, if you reach your Metabolic Boost, you get wings. And finally, the Zergling has Baneling Aspect as its ultimate, which allows Zergling to morph into a Baneling. You can cancel the morph the Baneling aspect halfway through if you want. Also, you can morph back into the Zergling hero if you don't want to be a Baneling. The Baneling can also burrow. The Baneling is also affected by some of the passives. For example, if you research Metabolic Boost, you still get the speed upgrade as a Baneling. And of course, the Baneling's ability is to explode. I'll show you it. You've probably seen Baneling explode before, but the Baneling can explode. Explode! There you go, it exploded. And when your hero dies, it'll tell you that your hero died, and it'll respawn after a while. So don't be too afraid to use Baneling Aspect. We also have the Hydralisk hero. The Hydralisk hero's abilities are Ensnare. It can create a Ensnare was a StarCraft 1 ability on the Queen, but for some reason it was not used in StarCraft 2. It was a bit of a shame because it's a cool ability, even though the Queen sucked. Anyway, so we have the Hydralisk also has 2 passives. One is called Groove Spines, which is the Hydralisk range, and it has Muscular Augments, which is the Hydralisk's movement speed. I'll just quickly show you an Ensnare. I had to. Fortunately, there's no actual Ensnare in the what's it called, map editor, so I had to make one. I had to make a lot of custom abilities. Oh well. Actually, all my abilities are custom to some extent. And of course, the Hydralisk's ultimate is Lurker Aspect, and this allows the Hydralisk to morph into a Lurker. Also, if you research this ability, your Hydralisk can burrow anytime without the burrow item. And the Lurker, I'm sure most people know what it is. It's also affected by the upgrades, so if you get the range upgrade for the Hydralisk, you also get a range upgrade for your Lurker. It's also affected by the speed upgrade. I even gave the Lurker a melee attack. Maybe I'll show it for you. Yeah, dead. Lurker. And of course, you can burrow and attack that way. We also have the Roach. There's a lot of heroes. Anyway, here's the Roach. The Roach has two passive abilities: Rapid Regeneration, which increases life regeneration, and Glial Reconstitution, which increases the movement speed of the Roach. The Roach's ultimate is Tunneling Claws, and if you research this, learn it, sorry, you can move underground. Like we can see, the Roach is moving there, just like in regular StarCraft. And the Roach can only attack with this melee attack, but its third ability is an ability called Corrosive Acid, which basically it allows the roach to attack ranged at a mana cost, and units that are hit by Corrosive Acid take additional damage over a period of time. So, yeah, I don't know. It's sort of a bit like the Devourer's attack from StarCraft 1, where each attack makes the unit take more damage from each additional attack. We also have the Queen Hero, and the Queen Hero has spawn larvae. And if you increase the level list, you spawn additional larvae each time. And the larvae are really weak units, but they can attack. The attack animation was a bit tricky to do for the larvae. Anyway, and I don't know, you can like mass larvae, so maybe towards the end of the game you give 100 larvae if they don't die. So I don't know, could open some strategies. The Queen's second ability is Transfusion. Can heal allies, just like in the regular StarCraft 2. There's a passive called Learn Acid Spines, which each level basically allows the Queen to attack air units, and each level increases the damage to air units. And Queen doesn't have a Creep Tumor ability, but Creep Tumor is an item that all Zerg units can buy, and it's quite useful to have Creep. Finally, the Queen has an ability as its ultimate called Shockwave, and this is pretty cool. I'll just do it for you. It basically creates this giant shockwave which stuns enemy units within an AoE for a large period of time. So it will be extremely useful in team fights. So if you ever engage the enemy team, make sure your Queen Hero is with you. We also have the Infestor Hero. The Infestor Hero has spawn infested Terrans, can make eggs that create Terrans. Has fungal growth. You can create a patch of fungal growth which immobilizes and deals damage to them over time. And I might show it to you. The third regular ability is Neuroparasite. It's actually a pretty cool ability because I made it so that I'll just use fungal growth. Yeah, it's not really anything special. It's the same as in the regular. Neuroparasite allows you to take control of enemy units, but the Infestor Hero can still move while controlling this hero, while controlling the enemy unit, and the Infestor Hero can also control multiple units at once. And you can even control them all borrowed, and every level decreases the cooldown of this ability and maximum number of units you can control. So here I'm just going to control a second. Didn't work for some reason. Oh well. So yeah, you can control multiple units at once. And finally, the ultimate of the Infestor is what is it called? I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Peristalis. It's basically like a roach's talon claws. It allows the Infestor to burrow and move while borrowed. And finally, we have the Drone Hero. The Drone Hero has is probably the hero that took the most work by far, just because it had a lot of morphs, and morphs take a lot of time. I mean, passives are probably the easiest kind of abilities to do, but morphs are definitely the hardest. There aren't any nearby units. Well, we have Poison Spine. This basically just sends a projectile which damages an enemy unit and slows it for a period of time. We have, for the Drone Hero, you can morph into a Spine Crawler, and it takes a while, and when you're done morphing, you can morph into a Spine Crawler. The Spine Crawler can move, of course, not very fast, like increasing the level of ability increases the range of the spine crawler. You can also research Spore Crawler, and then you can work with the Spore Crawler. The Drone Hero can morph from the Drone Hero can morph to a spine crawler and to a Spore Crawler, and vice versa. And the Spore Crawler and the spine crawler can morph between each other as well. So the Drone Hero has lots of options. And the Drone Hero's ultimate is Summon Broodlord ability, and the Drone Hero basically calls for a Broodlord, and after a period of time, a Broodlord will appear. And control this Broodlord, and I don't know. So that's it for Heroes, and I hope you enjoy that. I hope you did not find it too boring. I hope this video makes you interested in playing this game. I really, really want feedback. Keep in mind that this map is still really early in development. I wasn't in beta, so I only started this map at the release of StarCraft 2. I will probably add a lot more features to this map, a lot more heroes. Maybe I might add different maps, or even, if it gets far enough, I might even add the ability for players to create their own maps. But that's in the distant future. So please, if you somehow manage to get a game going, which at this point is impossible due to the popularity system, unfortunately, please contact me and tell me what you think and give me feedback. If you think, for example, the map is too small, tell me. If you think heroes with power, tell me. I would really like feedback. Alright, thanks for watching.